Friends, Shabbat Shalom. Many of us remember the first week of December when our community was so honored to welcome Ray Chu and Vivian Chu into our community. Dear, dear friends of Cantor Schwartz. They've been together in Carnegie Hall. They've been together in friendship, in good times and in bad. And now that was an evening that we had a theme that music, the power of music, would raise our voices and lift each voice up. As the Torah reading, scriptural reading says, that it's incumbent upon us to lift each other up. Ray, it was a beautiful evening that we shared together, a signal of your friendship with Cantor Schwartz. I'm sure he's touched that you're here on his son's bar mitzvah weekend. But I know that the world has changed, and not for the better. And that spirit that we'll close this evening with, the song sung that evening, Bridge Over Troubled Water. Oh, how we need that spirit now, that a sanctuary could be a house of prayer for all people. Ray, could you share with us what's happened since that night? How have we gone from there to where we are today? And what does the world need?
Well, thank you, Rabbi. I appreciate the opportunity to be here today. And also, I'd like to take this opportunity to say thank you to Cantor Schwartz and the congregation for inviting me into your sanctuary and your Shabbat service. And a very special congratulations to Jonathan on your bar mitzvah. As we see and feel the discord that surrounds us, we ask, what is the message? And what now? Over the course of the past weeks, we have witnessed 3 horrific murders, and there is universal outrage and social unrest with the status quo. This, in the midst of a global pandemic, illustrates a page in human history that is very profound. The messages are several, but the same. We, the people, don't like what occurred and are not satisfied that the country is living up to its own tenets. And we want positive change and action now. Good people will find those murders abhorrent and its continuance unacceptable. This has happened over and over to Black people and people of color, and is a reflection on the history of our country. But history can change. And in evolutionary terms, change is inevitable. This is the American way. Our country is founded upon discord, agitation, protest, and yes, violent confrontation. It's not pretty, and in fact, it's always ugly. You have to lay bare the scabs of society in order to heal it. Revolution is what we celebrate every 4th of July. This is the American way. And we can be no less willing to embrace the national cries of voices who have been unheard. I'm encouraged by the diversity of the protesters. They cannot be labeled in one group. They are all Americans exerting their constitutional right to protest. This is the American way. Historically, protests and marches have been infiltrated by those wishing to disrupt and distort the message for the purpose of their own. Professional agitators, hard left and right wingers all use this as an opportunity to ply their mission. Criminals and thieves use the cover of a crowd in darkness to carry out their activities. This is unfortunate, but it's also the American way. We are experiencing 2 viruses, the biological virus that has stricken the world and the virus of hate and discrimination. We cannot turn an apathetic blind eye to either, lest it be on our doorstep. We have to be specific. This is not a general problem where we can simply oversimplify and say all lives matter. Of course, all lives matter, but all lives don't have a knee on their neck. We have to be specific. Black lives matter. The killings that have happened at the hands of those we entrust with authority bear the imprint of a society that has operated with willful ignorance and apathy to the pain of others. What now? Where do we go from here? We are all exhausted, but social movement is evolutionary, and it feels like running a marathon in the mud. There are no quick fixes, but deliberate and specific avenues to change. We need healing. You start from your station. If I were a carpenter, then I'd be making fine pieces of woodworks that would help elevate people in society and in the building process. The same could be said if you're a lawyer, doctor, office worker. You start from your station. Reach out to people you may not have otherwise had contact with. People who may previously had not had access to you or the opportunities in your control. We must educate each other. I am a music maker, and music heals. It is the spirit of the universe that permeates countries, cultures, language, political associations. I've been given an anointment and a charge. I'm a music maker, a soul physician. We as a society see and feel these troubled waters, but we need to be a bridge over these troubled waters. Tonight, we are that bridge.
Ray, bless you, my friend. Together, let's build that bridge over troubled waters. I want to encourage my community that when you light your Sabbath candles this evening, I want you to pause. Not for 1 second, not for 2, and not for 3. I want you to pause for 2 minutes and 53 seconds. 2 minutes and 53 seconds was the length of time that George Floyd lay there, having stopped moving, with the knee of a police officer on his neck. I think, Ray, your message is that we need to look within. We need to identify the ills within to be able to imagine the society we hope to live in. To be in dialogue as we are this evening, to celebrate as you and Cantor Schwartz do. And together we will build that bridge over troubled waters. Shabbat shalom, everyone. Shabbat shalom.
When you're weary, feeling small, when tears are in your eyes, I will dry them all. Ooh, I'm on your side. When times get rough and friends just can't be found, like a bridge over troubled waters, I will lay me down just like a bridge over
silver girl,
Sail on,
sail on by.
sail on by.
Your time has come to shine. All your dreams are on their way. See how they shine. And when you need a friend, I'm sailing right behind like a bridge over troubled water. I will ease your mind like a bridge over troubled water. I will ease your mind.
Just like a bridge